Hi, my name's David, and today we're going to learn about one of the most hyped up technologies, OpenAI, the API that empowers ChatGPT. And now you can use this API for your own apps. So we're just going to do the quick start together so we all can get up and running with this technology. So OpenAI, you're going to want to create an account first, and then you're going to have a trial period of credits, and then you can start working on it. So we can go to documentation and do quick start. And we're gonna do this in Node.js. So we scroll down here, this folder. So we copy it here, go to our terminal, CD to where you want to clone in. So I'm just gonna do it on my desktop. So now we cloned this OpenAI quick start node into it, and now we can open it. Great. So now what we have here is the starter code for our application. So we can go back to here. So now we want to do our API key for this. So we can copy this, go here, open your terminal. And now we have this. And now we want to copy our API key and paste it here. So you want to keep this secret, but you want to do this, create new key, and then copy that and paste it into your code. Great. So once you add the environmental variables for the API key, we can run this app. So we do npm install and npm run dev. So now we have this open on localhost 3000. Great. So this is the starter application for OpenAI. And then we can enter in a pet. And I was testing this before with dog and cat, but we can try something different, like a rabbit. And there we go. We get the generated names. And then we can try something else. Cold fish. Great. So how this is working in the code is that in our index.js, we have our input that captures the value of what we're putting in here. And then when we submit it, we use that value to make an API call with API/generate. And so we go to API/generate, and then this is where we're configuring our OpenAPI key and so forth. And it gets that animal from the rec.body. And this is where it talks to the ChatGPT, where we make the prompt, where we pass in the model, prompt, and temperature. And model this, I'm still not sure about it yet, but the prompt is what we're getting back. So the prompt, we go here. So we're passing back that animal, the value we passed in from the input. And then we're telling the ChatGPT to give us a name for the animal and pass it in. And then we use that. And once we get that value, we get it back to send back. And it goes back to our front end. and then it shows the data. So we can see here in the network tab, if we go inspect network, we do dog, we pass animal, and then we get back what we get back. And then lastly, the temperature, or if we scroll back up, it kind of determines the randomness, how I think it, yeah, controls the randomness, or how risky you want it to be. So we can change it. So if we do it now as is, we see this is the response, right? When we do dog, and then if we do it again, we get something different. But if we change it to be 0, so the least random, and we do dog again, we get something super sniffer, and then you enter dog again, you get the same thing. So here is what you want the prompt be. And now we can change this to whatever we want it to be. So for example, let's say we ask the user for a letter and return you a random country with that letter. So you can say return, give me a country, a random country that begins with the letter. So this variable is still going to stay the same, but it's not going to be an actual animal. Great, so we're changing it a little bit. And then let me change this back up to 0.6. So now we're asking it for a letter and giving you a random country based on that. And there you go. So what's unique about it is that we're not limited by this interface. We can use this technology to create whatever application you want, and they wouldn't even know that you're using ChatGPT to make it happen. So that's a quick intro of how to get started with OpenAI. Thank you so much.